So today we're going to be making some lovely Christmas drinks, starting off first with some mulled wine. So over here we've got some ingredients. We have an orange, lemon, lime, some sugar, some little spices in here. So we've got some nice cinnamon, vanilla, bay leaves, cloves, and just a couple of star anise. And just over here, it wouldn't be Christmas without it, we've got some lovely nutmeg. And then, not forgetting the most important ingredient, some wine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a base for the mulled wine. I'm going to take a couple of oranges, a lemon and a lime. What I want to do is I want both the juice from these, but I also want the zest as well. So to get the full flavour, I'm just going to take a normal speed peeler and I'm just going to grate the side of the orange, the lemon and the lime just into my bowl. So there's no heat to this yet. You don't have to be sort of fancy or anything, just really just taking the zest from the fruit. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm then also going to just chop these in half, and again, they don't have to be pretty. And I'm just going to throw them into the pan as they are as well. You can give them a little squeeze if you want, but I think we should get enough flavour out of them. So I'm just going to pop the rest of these lemons and limes straight into the pan here. And then I'm going to start putting in my spice. So what we've got here is a couple of bay leaves. So I'm just going to throw them in as they are. We've got a cinnamon stick, and what I'm going to do with that one is I'm just going to snap it just to sort of release the flavours out of that one. Chuck that one in. 5 or 6 cloves here, straight in, whole, and a couple of pieces of star anise, the nice aniseed flavour of star anise. And then I've got just a vanilla pod here, and what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just actually going to chop this one in half. So just be careful to take the knife just from the top, and I'm just going to run it down the middle here. So I'm just going to scrape that down and to just release all of the vanilla there and chuck it straight into the pan. So don't worry about getting all of the seeds out there, because I am actually going to take the rest of the vanilla pod and just throw that into the pan whole as well. And the last bit I'm just going to pop in now is some fresh nutmeg. You can use ground nutmeg, but I think it's really nice to use the real thing. So I've got a little grater here, nice nutmeg just there, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a grate straight into the pan there. Not too much, we don't want to overpower it with nutmeg, but just sort of about 15 to 20 grates of the nutmeg there. So then the last two things we're going to add in is just some regular sugar. It roughly works out to about 125 grams per bottle of wine, and we're going to be using 2 bottles of wine today, so I've got about 250 grams here. And I'm just going to pour that straight in over the top. So the last thing we're going to add is our wine, and I'm just going to open 1 bottle for now because we just want a little bit to bring and cover all the fruits and the spices. We're going to bring that up to the boil, just dissolving the sugar as we go, and then we're going to leave it for 5 or 6 minutes for all those flavours to infuse together and create almost a syrup, which is going to make the base of our mulled wine. So I've used about half a bottle of wine just to nicely cover the fruit and the spices there. And I'm just going to give it a little mix up now. And then I'm going to put the heat on and just let it come up to the boil, just giving it a stir now and then to dissolve the sugar. So that's been simmering away for about 8 minutes now, and it's really just infused all the flavours, all the sugar's dissolved, it's reduced right down, which has left us with this lovely syrup which will form the base of our mulled wine. Now that would keep in the fridge for a couple of days. Me personally, I like to use it straight away because I like the aromas that will fill the house and it just smells like Christmas. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take the rest of our wine, which is about 1.5 bottles. We're going to pour it straight into our syrup mixture here. We're not going to remove anything. and we're just going to bring that up to a nice warm temperature. You don't want to boil it, because what we've done with the syrup is we've burnt all of the alcohol from the wine we put in before off. So now we want to add the new wine and bring that alcohol level up a bit to give it a nice taste. And then it's really up to you. You can serve it with a ladle fresh from the pan, or if you prefer, you can remove all of the fruit and the spices and just make it a nice sort of drink. It can be kept in a flask to keep it warm, or even just put on the side as a nice punch bowl for people to help themselves to. So there we go guys, delicious mulled wine that can be enjoyed all over the festive season. Have a good Christmas.